Hey y'all, it's Mrs. Carly again. I've just done videos on what to know before pre-K and what to know before kindergarten. Now I am doing a video on what your child should know before first grade. All right, so I got information from some different first grade teachers. I don't want you to think this is just from my own mind. And just for full disclosure, I am looking at notes because I don't want to forget any of the things that they said. So if you see me looking down, that would be the reason why. So in literacy, they would like for students to be able to identify, write, pronounce the sound and name of all upper and lowercase letters. So by the time they're in first grade, they should be able to do all of them, no trouble. They should be able to write their name without mistakes and be able to start writing their last name by this point. They should be able to write a sentence correctly. So that means an uppercase letter to begin the sentence and proper punctuation at the end. They should be able to answer questions about a story. And again, this is all before first grade. So you're gonna wanna work on this stuff at home as well, okay? They should be able to decode and encode words. So that means that if I have the word M-A-N, they should be able to go man and know that that is the word man. Encoding a word, if they don't know how to spell man, for instance, and the teacher comes over and they're like, I don't know how to spell man. And they say, okay, you're gonna try it. You're gonna write man. Then they should be able to hear is the M, a is the A, is the N, and be able to write it on their own. That is encoding. They should be able to read CVC words. That means consonant, vowel, consonant words, such as man. Man is a consonant, vowel, consonant word. They should be able to segment and blend sounds. So, for instance, the full of fluent, because that's the next word on my list of things here. They should be able to know that that is made up of F and L because they hear both F and ul and full for fluent. Okay, obviously fluent won't be the word, but you get where I'm coming from. They should be able to hear both of those sounds. They should be able to fluently read kindergarten level high frequency words. Your kindergarten teacher will be giving you these words. I had a few students who got to the point in pre-K where they were starting on those words, and I gave those parents the list. Just really practice those at home, practice those if you're a kindergarten teacher. Really get those high frequency words drilled into their minds, okay? I know the kindergarten teachers do that already. All right, for mathematics, we have count to 100. They should be able to identify shapes. They should know place value in the ones and tens. They should know how to add and subtract fluently within 5, and they should be beginning to add and subtract within 10. They should be able to write their numbers to 50, and they should be able to understand the symbols. Add, for the plus sign is add, this is subtract, and this is equal. I don't have them written, but you guys know which symbols I'm talking about. And they should be able to identify multiple 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional shapes by this time. For social emotional skills, and it's interesting because we all kind of talked about this for pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade. Sharing is a big one. Make sure that you're getting those peer interactions outside of school, inside of school, whatever it takes. Get them to play so that they're sharing more. One of my friends said that she would like to see them not skipping line. So if teach them how to follow directions and rules so that they're staying in line, so that they're staying in their spot that they're supposed to stay in, right? Working together is a big thing. So again, there are several games you can play that are cooperative games. You can do that as a family. get them to practice working together with their friends, doing different things that require group work. Listening to and following directions, I would say that is like a pre-K through lifetime thing. Help them to really stop and listen and then follow those directions, okay? Also under social emotional, keeping hands to yourself. It is so common for little ones to like be all over each other, and I feel like sometimes maybe I'm a big old jerk for this, but I had to implement a no touching each other rule because my kids in pre-K would hold hands, which is like, oh, it's so cute. Then they were playing crack the whip, and it's like, ooh, less cute. So they couldn't separate that, and I ended up making it a no touching rule. So just really work on keeping their hands to themselves. Under self-help, tying shoes, they should be able to do that by now. Both first grade teachers I talked to said the exact same thing. That was like number one on their list was tying shoes. They should be able to know their birthday, city, and state. Those are very important things for a first grader to know, because those are good safety things. And I added in on my own that by this point they should know one emergency phone number by heart, whether that's mom, whether that's dad, grandma, whoever. They should know one emergency phone number by heart. They should be able to organize their materials and keep their area tidy. So whether that's a desk or it's sitting space of some sort, make sure that they are able to keep that organized and tidy, and that will help them throughout life. That's a very good self-help skill. Independent problem solving for minor challenges. So, okay, this kid has my pencil, and what am I going to do? If they immediately tell the teacher, they haven't learned how to solve those problems on their own yet. Not saying that that's not a good thing to do, but if it would be better if they tried to talk to a student first. Hey, you know that's my pencil, right? Yes. Okay, well, I need it back. Now, when that doesn't happen and the other child's just keeping it, know when to ask for help, because that's another one that's on this list. Make sure that they know when to ask for help. Make sure they know when they need to practice independent problem solving skills. And the last thing that they had on this list was knowing left from right and directionality. And that looked funny because my left and right are probably opposite to you right now. But knowing left and right will really help them just as a life skill in general. So I think that is everything for what you know before first grade. And I hope that these lists really help you all for this upcoming school year. So thank you, and I'll talk to you later.